Hello, my name is Sherry McRae, and I'm going to take you on a quick tour through my week 13 coding assignment. On the left side of my screen, you'll see the instructions. It says to using create React app command, create a new React project, create a login component that contains the following: a username and password fields, an H3 element that says login with a border. It should have a navigation component that contains links like a nav bar, but the links don't need to go anywhere. And put the navigation component at the top of the page and the login form in the center. So let's take a look. On the right side of the screen is the application in action. I've got a menu across the top that does nothing unless you make it small like you would on a mobile device. Then it creates this button on the right side so that it's more, what do you call it, able to be seen on a mobile device. I can't remember the word for that. And in the center of the page, there's a login form with the username and password fields, and OK and cancel button. So at this point, it doesn't do anything besides its appearance. On the left side of the page, you'll see the index.html file that is provided by the command itself. And it creates a little div with ID of root that we're going to work with our JavaScript. If we look at the JavaScript for the index.js file, you can see all I'm doing is importing an app object and putting that inside the root. I've also got some Bootstrap, CSS, and JavaScript import statements at the top that will handle the appearance of my login form and my menu. If we go into the app file, the JavaScript for the app, we see that it simply renders some divs, a container that has 2 rows and 1 column. The first row has the nav bar and the second row has the login page. If we open nav bar, we can see it's all the HTML, or actually JSX, for the navigation bar. And then if we look at the other element, the login page, we can see it's just a login form element inside of a div. If we open the login form, we see a card class for our div. We've got an H3 element that shows login at the top as the instructions specify, 2 input fields, username and password, and 2 buttons at the bottom with OK and cancel. The other objects we need to look at then would be our OK button and our cancel button. Here's our OK button. It simply renders an OK button using standard Bootstrap classes. And our cancel button is done similarly. The only style sheets I changed were the index.css file. I added a height to help me center this login form at the center of the page. And I used a background color of light green to make it look a little more interesting. And that's all.